our future begins.
Okay, but now you're gonna show us gameplay, right? Or like something else? Please? Please. Please, Todd. Please.
Vault 76, one of the
All right.
very first vaults to open, was built to celebrate America's tercentenary, which is an awesome word, by the way. Like, that's your word of the night, tercentenary.
Thank you,
You are
Todd.
one of the very special few selected to be an occupant and spent 25 years underground waiting for Reclamation Day.
Okay.
The day the vault opens.
Oh shit, there's more! Yes!
Good morning,
Fuck
Vault
yes!
76. This is the Overseer. I hope you all enjoyed the party last night, even those who may have overindulged and overslept. But it's time to get up and get out there. We've been locked away long enough.
Oh shit. 25 years, man. Straight up vault life.
Today
The graphics definitely look
is
better,
Reclamation Day.
Oh, finally!
but
I feared you'd never wake up. Don't you remember? Time to leave the vault. Most of the others have
Codsworth.
already gone.
It may be time to leave,
Not
but
Codsworth,
I'll
though.
never forget the day you all entered Vault 76. You come from
Nobody
every
else is
walk
here.
of life, every race, color, and creed. But you all share one very important trait. You are this country's best and brightest. But more importantly,
that's
you'll always
sort of
be my family.
interesting. If we'll meet other people who have been in this vault and who those people will be. Alright, now we're going outside. No. Oh. I like that they added leaves, to be honest. I think Fallout 4 with leaves is a good idea as a game. Press 1 if you agree.
We always start with the world, and this time it features all new rendering, lighting, and landscape technology. It allows us to have 16 times the detail and even view distant weather systems across the map.
That's extremely good, I think.
Now, most people don't know West Virginia that well. It is an incredible array of natural wonders, towns,
I think it has the
and
highest poverty
government
rate or
secrets.
something like that.
This is where the actual
Or-
nuclear secrets are. And the
Maybe
quest
something
the
like that.
Overseer sends you on will take you through 6 distinct regions, each
Oh.
with their own style, risks, and rewards.
Okay.
There's plenty of cool new Fallout creatures, and we even use the folklore of West Virginia to bring our Fallout versions to life.
Mississippi? Okay. This is totally unrelated. I like that design. This shit looks creepy as fuck. I'm into it. This shit looks awful. I love it. I already get so scared by ghouls. More!
We have
Shoot
always
more!
wanted to tell that story of what it will be like for you and the other characters who were first to leave the vaults. But
Here
there
comes
is
the
one
multiplayer,
big
maybe?
difference with this game. It's
think
that
I know
each
it's
of those
coming.
characters is a real person.
Yeah, there you go, guys. The rumors are true. We'll see how that
Because,
actually
yes.
gets implemented.
Fallout 76 is entirely online.
All of it! Rip mods! Press F to pay respects, guys!
Okay.
Press F to pay respects to
I
mods.
know, there's a lot. You have like 1,000 questions right now.
We do,
So
Todd,
I'm
we
gonna go
do.
through them in order.
Let's not get
I'll
on
hit
that
a couple
boat
of
yet.
the
We
big
don't know
ones.
yet, but
First,
probably.
Of course, you can play this
Possibly.
solo. All right?
Okay.
You'll
But
be who you want, exploring a huge world, doing quests, experiencing
Okay.
a story, and
I
leveling
like that.
up. We love those things about our games too. It would not have it any other way. But also,
Okay, good.
like many of you, we have always wanted to see what our style of game could be with multiplayer. So many of us talk about experiences in our games, but we've never experienced them together.
I'm
So
not
about
necessarily
4
opposed
years
to it.
ago, we hit upon an
concerned.
idea that is perfect for Fallout. Open world,
Okay.
survival. Every person and character is real. And it was an idea that we just couldn't
What?
shake. We knew
That
we had
robot
to
was
do
real?
it and do it in a really big way. Now, I know you may have played survival
Sorry.
modes
I'm
in
sorry.
like some of our previous games or some other online games, and people wonder, is this hardcore survival? I like to think of it maybe, it's more softcore survival. Maybe that should be a new ESRB descriptor.
Press 1 if you're nervous.
Death never means the loss of progression or the loss of your character. Your character isn't tied to one server. As a matter of fact, you'll never see a server when you play. You'll be in a world with dozens, not hundreds.
Okay, I'm glad.
And not
Actually, I'm really glad.
of other players.
I misheard it first.
It's the apocalypse. It's not an amusement park, okay? And you'll be able to join your friends whenever you want, and all of your progression goes with you.
Yes! Yes! This is what I was worried about! Yes! This is what we
When we think
need!
about games, we think about worlds and the choices that you can
I
make.
was so nervous.
The stories that you create and tell yourself. By creating a wide open world with very few rules, we have a game more than any game that we've ever done where the choices are yours, where you'll decide what happens. You'll decide the heroes and you'll decide the villains. Look, this is a whole new world for all of us here. And fortunately, our friends at Vault-Tec have made a series of informational videos for when all of us emerge together.
Yeah, VATS might be a bit different, guys. I have a lot to say, but I'm gonna watch this first, okay?
As you venture out into this new American frontier, some of your fellow survivors may not be neighborly.
Oh dear. Aw, darn. This concerns me too, because this game is going to be buggy as fuck, I'm sure. And people are gonna do horrible things to you through the bugginess. I know for a fact. That doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be unfun, I'm just saying. Oh, levels. Yeah.
Chin up there, sport. Not all Vault
Interesting.
76 dwellers will be so hostile.
I don't know
Join
how I
them
feel about
and
PvP, guys.
brave
This
the
is
new
a big
world
concern for me.
together. Whether you choose
I'm skeptical.
to
I don't
explore the
hate it. I'm just
wasteland
skeptical.
alone or with friends, your days will be filled with fun.
But you can be alone, which is good.
Run like a rabbit, fly like a bee. No matter what you do, you'll never get away from me because life's behind you, baby.
It actually does look rather similar, which is actually impressive for something involving a lot of people. But, how the fuck do you play alone if every character is a player character?
No matter what you do, turn around, drop it down because life's behind you,
Unless they were just exaggerating.
life's behind you.
You can party up. Guys, I'm definitely going to play this game with you, by the way. For sure. 100%. Depending on how many people we can have, that'd be amazing. Oh, shit. That looks cool. But maybe rip mods. We'll talk about that. Press 1 if you'll join my
Like
squad.
previous Fallouts, you can play this game solo in Quest. But the easiest way to survive in the wasteland is to team up and build together. And in this one, you can build wherever you want. And you can also then move
Oh.
that to wherever you want.
Okay. I'm interested. I actually like someone building.
War, man's towering industrial marvels may no longer stretch to the heavens. What separates man from beast? It is his desire to build.
I'm trying not to be
Get
negative,
started
chat.
with
You guys be
ants.
negative for me. People don't like it when you're negative.
Assembly mobile platform. Construct your home of the
Oh.
future.
Huh?
With your home secure, you can now craft handmade ordnance at your leisure to give your altercations that personal touch.
Okay.
It falls on you and the ingenuity of your fellows to rebuild the America we hold dear.
Throw something down and then you can build, it seems like. Similar stuff.
But don't become too attached too
Tense?
quickly.
Interesting.
Monitor your environment for anything out of the ordinary.
Oh. Huh.
The home of tomorrow may undergo
I like the monsters
certain
a lot.
challenges.
That's the most...
After a crisis,
The most-
work
I guess
with
the
your
biggest takeaway
neighbors
for me.
to ensure success. There's no I in nuclear wasteland. Document your adventures. Your memories will shape the new American dream. What's that sound? Oh dear. There
What the
goes the
fuck?
neighborhood.
Okay. So it's settlement building on the go? I guess?
Yeah, we
Like
love
that mod someone made?
dynamic game systems. So we thought, why don't we put multiple nuclear missile sites on the map? And then let all of you do whatever you want with them.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Today's episode, Atomics
no.
for Peace.
I don't like the way this
Emerge
sounds.
From the comfort and
Does
safety
that mean
of
all your
vault,
work
the
on your
world
settlement's
you
gonna get
know
blown up
will
by
have
random people?
changed.
It
Take
could be
your
funny,
friendly
I
old
just-
neighbor Johnny. Rather than coming over to
concerned.
borrow a cup of sugar, he may now be coming over for murder. The time has come to seek
But you don't
out
have to
greater
be
means of
invasive.
protection. Nuclear
choose to.
armaments. That's right. Courtesy of your Uncle Sam, these wonders of the atomic age can be found
needed
right
gamers
in
to go
your
to
own
war.
backyard. But how does a fella like you acquire nuclear weapons, you may
We
ask?
thought we'd give gamers nukes.
Begin by inquiring with the locals.
This could
Gently
be fun,
coax
though.
them into cooperation.
To be
Use
honest.
a little elbow
I actually am
grease
not
if you
that...
have to. In the likely
It seems
event
like
you
just
don't
Fallout 4
acquire
Online,
a
kind of.
full code on your own,
Different place,
do not give
different
up.
enemies.
Search for
but
others
kinda-
who might be harboring a grudge. You'll
Fallout
have that nuclear launch
Changed to
code
be
in
kind of
no
online,
time.
which honestly,
With the power of the atom at your fingertips,
interesting.
be
Dude,
responsible
nice frame rate.
and consider your target carefully.
Attention. Launch sequence activated.
oh gosh. And then you just get to blow up other people's... Woo!
Will your bomb land on a rival camp of degenerates? A random stranger? The local wildlife? Whatever your target may be, take advantage of the resulting fallout to gather rare and valuable resources.
I'll play this.
Yet
Definitely.
these rewards don't come without risk. The fate of this new world is yours to command with the power of the atom.
I wonder what the story elements are going to be like. Or if there are any.
We know you've played a lot of our games and a lot of online games, but this one
At
really
least it's
is
not a
unique.
battle royale, guys.
We have built a platform, 100% dedicated servers that will support this game now and for years to come.
I just imagine the hacking to be very intense.
And look,
Personally,
we know
but
this
maybe
is
not.
new for all of you. It's new for us. It's a little bit scary. And to that end, we're going to need
If you get matched
your
with
help.
randos,
Because
definitely.
yes, we are going to have a beta. And
Cool.
it is sponsored by our friends at Vault-Tec as well. the Break It Early test application. Because evidently, these online games are hard. They can have some nasty issues. I read on the internet that our games have had a few
Todd,
bugs.
right after you showed us nukes.
I did. I read it on the internet, so it's true. And that sometimes it doesn't just work.
Self-aware.
Anyway, we know together that we are going to build something really special. And we also know that all of you love our special editions. And we have an awesome collector's edition for you. It starts with a map of the world that glows in the fucking dark.
Press 1 if you definitely don't care about paying extra money for a poster. Who wants to pay $70 for a poster?
It comes with figures you can put on the map. And it also comes with a Fallout collectible that really I've always wanted, so we made them for everybody to buy, and here it is.
Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and fly right. Cool down, Papa, don't you
I mean, if
blow
you care
your
about
top.
this sort of thing.
Ain't no use in
That seems like
diving.
something you'd like, I guess.
What's the use of
I'm not a big
diving?
collector of toys
Cool
and stuff.
down, Papa, don't you blow your
Not my
top.
thing. This is gonna be like $400. Possible.
Yes, all of this, the Fallout 76 Power Armor Edition. So you're probably wondering, when is this game coming out? We're excited to say that it's coming out this year.
Okay, that
November
makes sense.
15th.
Makes sense. They release everything in November. That makes sense. Pretty soon.
Thanks again.
I'm glad.
For
That's
all
one thing I
your
like a lot
support of Fallout.
about
It's
Bethesda.
been 10 years.
Apparently, according to Todd, you can actually you can choose to play alone, which I'm not sure how that's going to work, cuz he says at some point in this little thing, he's like all the characters are real characters. But I don't really know what like that means. Does that really mean that there's not going to be any other like NPCs other than enemies? And if so, that kind of sucks. I don't know. It's going to be different. I think actually the leak by the Kotaku guy seems to be relatively accurate. Alone against other groups? Is that really what that means? It says online only. He says online only. Okay, anyway. I'm going to stop talking about things he said. We're just going to react to it. I'm going to talk over him and shit like that. We already had the whole reaction part, and I'll just tack this on so that we can actually have like a discussion as it goes on.
We're
over
really
him.
excited
Okay?
about everything that we've shown here tonight, but I know there are a lot of you who are really here or really wondering about Fallout 76.
I'm still skeptical, okay? I definitely am still
And
fucking
I'm pleased
skeptical
to tell
about it.
you that your wait is finally over.
But it doesn't look so bad.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And it
he
looks
the
like it
recipient
is actually
of
the same
numerous
genre
Lifetime Achievement
relatively,
and Hall of Fame
you know?
awards. He's the game director at a studio that has won a bevy of accolades and awards. And he's here tonight to tell us
I'm
what
not
he
going to be
and
able to
his
sleep
team
for
have
like
been
5
taking
hours.
so
I'm
damn
so
long
yoked
to
over
tell
Elder
us all
Scrolls.
about. Will you please welcome my very good friend, Mr. Todd Howard.
God Howard. I'm pro Todd Howard again. After the Elder Scrolls reveal, I'm on his side. He's alright. Even if his outfit is a little bit questionable.
We're all here. Looking good. Oh, it's great
I don't
to be
actually
back at
have an
E3.
opinion on
Thank
Todd.
you, thank you so much. I could not be more excited to be here. I want to thank all our fans who came out tonight.
Wouldn't you guys rather have me react to it next year with you, though?
And the millions of you
Not the worst
watching
idea, but-
online. We can't thank you enough. This is actually
Or live
my
reacting in the audience with
25th
all the cringe.
year at Bethesda, and I have seen.
All right. It takes a while for me to get into
a lot of cool
I'm glad they
things in
actually
that
did
time.
show
I gotta say,
gameplay because I was
tonight is
kind of feeling really
definitely
like
one of them.
that's.
I got to go to the very first E3 right here in Los Angeles. I know. They're so cute when they're little. They're full of energy and life. And then, remember when little E3 ran away from home, went to Atlanta? Yes. A lot of you didn't come.
Part
I
is
liked
so
Atlanta.
not.
We're East Coast. And then E3 went through the moody teen years and came back and locked itself in its room. Remember, it was in the convention.
When does it end?
And E3 has become.
Shut up! Oh, this shit again.
Also,
God. I thought it was past this is what they were going to show us. Okay.
Into an untamed
there we go.
And very different wasteland.
This is the same presentation you gave earlier, and then it goes to new stuff, pretty much. Alright, so we've already seen this trailer. We can watch it again, because then he starts talking about other things right after. And I'll tell you, like, guys. My guys. This is just Vistas. That's why I was like, this doesn't even look different. There's nothing that I see that's indicating anything different. But now, I know it is different. The question is that good or not?
300 years after our great nation began,
How long till Elder Scrolls 6? Jeez, I don't
we
know.
gathered together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been
next
engineered
November.
by Vault Tech,
Maybe.
but it was built
Maybe
by
they'll
you,
do more for
so that if
the
the
next E3
bombs
or
do
something.
come, our way of life
I'm talking about
will
Elder
endure.
Scrolls during this Fallout thing. God damn it. So it makes sense that the map would be bigger, especially because if you're going to have it online. I don't know. See, I thought when I said earlier in the video that I made a while ago, when like about a week and a half ago when they first announced this, the online function, I hope that it would be phasing in and out, or at least not shit tons of people. It seems like it's not shit tons of people. I'm just concerned if there are. How much of a disaster would that really be? And would it really be that fun of a RPG experience? I'm glad that they're keeping progression. I'm very happy about that. Mentioned that before.
And the fallout has settled.
But yeah.
You
The no
must
NPC things is
rebuild.
weird. We can talk about that when it comes there.
Not just walls, not just
And this
buildings,
is just vistas and
but
shots
hearts
of the game.
and minds, and ultimately America
Nothing
itself.
really revealed other than areas. Just places.
In Vault 76, our future begins.
Hit us with it, Todd. Show us again.
Vault 76, one of the very first vaults to open, was built to celebrate America's tercentenary, which is an awesome word, by the way. Like, that's your word of the night, tercentenary. You are
Spell
one of the
tercentenary
very
in chat
special few
right now.
selected to be an occupant and spend 25 years underground waiting for Reclamation Day, the day the vault opens.
Good morning, Vault 76. This is the Overseer.
Ooh, hang on. Is this the right quality? Yes? Question mark? It looked nicer when I was watching that on stream.
I hope you all enjoyed the party last night, even those who may have overindulged.
64 players
and
max.
overslept.
Okay.
But it's time to get up and get out
So
there.
apparently we overslept. Okay, so I'm guessing it's like this maybe is where the game like starts off and then you go out into the world and then there are people.
Long enough.
Whatever. I think. That's my guess. Right? This is the intro. Go right in.
Today is Reclamation Day.
Oh,
Sorry, it's not as high
finally!
quality.
I feared you'd
The only one I
never
can find
wake
right now.
up. Don't you remember? Time to leave the vault.
Oh my
The
god!
others have
Sorry.
already gone.
It may be time to leave, but I'll never forget the day you all entered Vault 76. You come from every walk of life, every race, color, and
Design your
creed.
character here, maybe.
But you all share one very important trait. You are this country's best and
Wait, hang on, let's go back. This isn't a trailer analysis. I can't
You
fucking
are
read this crap. What does that say? Damn it. I need a higher quality version, guys.
You come
Maybe
from
that's like
every
different,
walk of
I don't know,
life, every
skills or
race,
something? I
color,
don't know.
and
I might be
creed.
trying to look too much into the...
But you all share one very important trait. You
Caps. Build something.
are this
Maybe, I don't know.
country's best and brightest.
Educators, something.
But more
I saw
importantly,
there.
you'll always be my family.
Goodbye. Aloha. Ciao. Arrivederci. Au revoir.
Okay.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Definitely looks pretty. No doubt. I like single player games though. Press 1 if you're also in the same boat and you like single
We
player
always
games
start
too.
with the world, and this time it features all new rendering, lighting, and landscape technology. It allows us to have 16 times the detail and even view distant weather
16
systems
times the frame drops.
across
Just
the map.
kidding. You're not a real Bethesda fan if you can't
Now,
poke
most
fun at them,
people
okay?
don't know West Virginia that well. It is an incredible array of natural wonders, towns, and government secrets. This is where the actual nuclear
Everybody knows there are tons of government secrets in West
Or
Virginia. Is that a dog?
don't know West Virginia that well.
I'm gonna stop it
It is an
and start it
incredible
sometimes.
array of
We already watched the
natural
full thing.
wonders, towns, and government secrets. This is where
Is that a
the
puppy?
actual
What is that? Is that a puppy? What is this? I wish the fucking resolution was better. This looks like a puppy. Does that look like a puppy to anyone
nuclear
else?
secrets are. And
Maybe
the
it's all in my
quest
head.
The overseer
Might not
sends you
be.
on will take you through 6
Just in my dreams.
distinct regions.
The terrain does look
each
different.
with their
Some
own
of it looks the
style,
same. Some of it does look
risks,
different.
And rewards.
Weird, like alien
There's
plants
plenty of
and
cool
shit.
new Fallout creatures, and we even use the folklore of West Virginia to bring our Fallout versions to life.
It could be fun to do this with other streamers or something. Play this game. I really like the monster design. What I will say, guys, from what I've seen, I really like the monster designs. That's probably one of my favorite things. Weirdly enough, I really like them. They're freaky and they're creative. I like them. They're really cool. I mean, look at this. What the fuck, dude? That's so scary. Imagine that shit popping out. Fucking scary. Look at this. It's all scary as fuck. I love it.
We have always wanted to tell that story of what it will be like for you and the other characters who were first to leave the vaults. But there is one big difference with this game.
So I guess maybe that's the first to leave the vaults means that's the explanation also for why there are only other vault dwellers and not other NPCs, which again I'm kind of sad about. Although I don't know, maybe they'll integrate them somehow, and they don't really mean it.
It's that each of those characters is a real person.
See, this is what he said, right? Each of the characters are a real person. Which I feel like is either an exaggeration
Because,
or very
yes,
concerning.
Fallout 76 is entirely online.
Okay, we got to talk about mods, right? This is the last time, and I didn't want to interrupt Todd too much, but I wanted to say, this concerns me for mods, right? One of my favorite things about these games. It doesn't mean that, it's not everything for these games, because I'd love them even if they didn't have mods, but this is kind of like, especially because they show you later there's PvP. So you can't really, I mean, unless they let you only group up with your friends, that's super duper concerning. The word entirely is concerning, and the word, like the whole entirely online thing is concerning. The leak that said they'd use online to kill mods is accurate, it seems. Maybe, I mean, they might have creation kit stuff. Possibly. If anything, guys, even if there are mods, there's no way that they're going to be as expansive as they are for a non-online game. It's just not possible, you know? I mean, I guess you could opt to play offline, apparently, but I don't know really what he means by that. If he means you don't have to group up, we could analyze what he says a little bit more, but I think regardless, I think that the modding scene is just not going to be able to be matching it. I'd love to be proven wrong, by the way. I'd love to see that not happen, but it is a concern that I have. And a lot of this stuff, by the way, my skepticism, you know, I'm willing to like be proven wrong. I want to be proven wrong on any kind of skeptical perspective that I have on this game, but I think it's something to think about. You know, it's something to be possibly concerned about. You don't know. I think to be expecting this game to have like everything positive about it may not be the case. I don't know. I wonder if they'll do skins. Like, you have to pay for like different outfits and stuff. I wonder. They could. And then it'll become Fortnite. Except it's not free to play.
Okay. So. I know, there's a lot. You have like 1,000 questions right now. So I'm going to go through them in order. Now, I'll hit a couple of the big ones. First, of course, you can play this solo.
I don't know what he means by solo, though.
You'll be who you want, exploring a huge world, doing quests, experiencing a story, and leveling up.
NPCs, maybe? Story? Leveling, good.
Love those things about our games, too. It would not have it any other way.
Right, but like, does solo mean, like, I'm trying to ask, does solo mean not in a group, or does solo mean not with any other players? That's my question. That's the thing, when he's like, entirely, when he's like, solo. It's just like, do we know what he means, or is he just trying to word it in a way, maybe not Todd wrote his own script, but you know what I mean. Solo is a good grip by 12-year-olds. I'm just concerned, guys. That's all. I'm just concerned. They haven't done this really with the franchise. I'm just concerned about how well it might translate, really. I'm totally going to play it, though. I mean, obviously. It doesn't look as bad as it could have been,
but
really,
also,
at all.
Like many of you, we have always wanted to see what our style of game could be with multiplayer. So many of us talk about experiences in our games, but we've never experienced them together. So about 4 years ago, we hit upon an idea that is perfect for Fallout. Open really world,
I don't know.
survival,
I don't know.
Every person and character
Survival's interesting
is
too.
real.
Every person and character is real. He just said that. We're rewinding, guys. Tell me what this means to you.
So about
all right?
4 years ago, we hit upon an idea that is perfect for Fallout. Open world, survival, every person and character is real.
So is that the idea, or is that the actual applied concept? And also, he says later about the overseer giving you quests. I think that might be the quest hub. Like, that might just be how you get your quests, and everything else is just, like, doing shit in the world. And again, this doesn't mean that it's going to be a garbage heap or anything. But, you know, it's certainly... Thank you for the follow, 666. It's certainly something to be concerned about. You know what I mean? Like, I just think, you know, that the story, the NPCs, the interacting, the kind of immersing yourself in the world... Mr. Godzilla, thank you for the follow. May not necessarily apply it in the same way, really, at all. You know what I mean? So I think maybe it's like you get quest objectives from an overseer from where you start when you maybe log in or whatever the fuck, and then you go out and do them. Okay, just to be more clear about why this is so, for me and some people in chat also, why this is concerning is because we those of us that are concerned, speaking for myself specifically, but possibly also other people, is the concern that this game franchise that has built itself on RPG elements, at least for most of its lifespan, and, kind of this ability to kind of explore this untouched world and immerse yourself, this is not that game, it seems. Like, it may be, but it's probably not, and that doesn't mean it's going to be a bad game. But it means that the game is not going to be another kind of Fallout that you would maybe expect. The same kind of meld that is so appealing.
And it was an idea that we just...
Oh my god, Fahrenheit. Imagine Fallout 4, but every quest is a Preston quest.
couldn't shake. We knew we had to do it, and do it in a really
Daily
big
quests?
way. Now,
Entirely
I know you
possible.
may have played survival modes in like some of our previous games or some other online games, and people wonder, is this hardcore survival? I like to think of it maybe, it's more softcore survival.
Softcore survival. So I don't know, I like survival elements, I guess. I'm not really sure. Is it just mainly like Fallout 4? We'll see.
Maybe that should be a new ESRB descriptor. Death never means the loss of progression.
So this is the one thing that I was extremely concerned about, and I'm very glad that he's debunking this as an idea. I was extremely concerned that the progression you'd make with your character would be lost. You'd spawn in and then you collect a bunch of shit and then you just die, which doesn't feel very RPG, that could be pulled off in its own way. But part of what I like about Fallout and also like Skyrim and other Bethesda games within those, franchises, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, is the ability to kind of build up your character. It's extremely fun to do, in my opinion, and that's part of the accomplishment. So it makes me very happy to hear that he's not talking about a system where, you don't really have any kind of connection to the progression of your character. This is actually, I'm not actually...
Or the loss of your character. Your character isn't tied to one server. As a matter of fact, you'll never even see a server when you play. You'll be in a world with dozens, not hundreds and not thousands.
Dozens. So dozens. Okay, there was a lot of stuff that he presented all at once, and there was a lot to think about, so it's hard to remember every single thing he said. So dozens, that's totally reasonable, I think, but the map needs to be pretty expansive. I don't know, man, he said you can choose to play single player. I wonder what that's going to be like. I wonder. I don't believe they could possibly, they're probably not going to make a terrible game or anything like that. So, but I don't know. That could work, but consider that, right? Consider that. Okay, idea. You go into Fallout 4's universe. So it's 4 times that, right? So let's imagine there are, let's say 30, maybe, how about 48? 48 other people. And they're in this map. How long does it take for 48 people, especially with nukes, to break the fucking game? You know what I mean? I just have concerns. I have concerns, and it may be funny as shit. It could be fun as fuck, but I don't know about an RPG kind of experience, I was considering, it could be like Destiny. I actually thought that would be a better idea than, some Rust, more, I don't know. Yeah, all right.
Of other players. It's the apocalypse. It's not an amusement park, okay? And you'll be able to join your friends whenever you want, and all of your progression goes with you.
That's good. I like that. I like the...
When we think about games, we think about worlds and the choices that you can make, the stories that you create and tell yourself.
I like that, actually. This is actually a big believer. I'm a big believer in this concept. Even though I like to actually have quests in a game, I'm a big believer in the concept of basically creating your own story. You guys know that based on the videos you watch that I make. That's exactly what they are. They're an experience that's kind of similar to the experience you've had, but it's its own thing, and things go different ways you don't expect them to, and that's what's so fun about these games and makes them so replayable to me, you know? But anyway, that's not really related
By creating
to
a
76.
wide open world with very few rules, we have a game more than any game that we've ever done
Very many
where
bugs.
the choices are yours. Where
I don't know what that means. Like, what does that mean? You
you'll
know?
decide what happens.
I just have a feeling this is just marketing.
You'll
talk. I don't
decide
know.
the heroes, and you'll
doesn't
decide
mean
the
anything.
villains.
I guess what he means is that there's not going to be NPCs, maybe, is what he means by that. AKA, you can be not an asshole or an asshole to other players, and that makes you a character.
Look, this is a whole new world for all of us here. And fortunately, our friends at Vault-Tec have made a series of informational videos for when all of us...
I mean, can you imagine, right? Like, there's a bug that comes out in this game, and you're building a settlement, and then suddenly it's like, you know, this, like, there's like a turret trap or something. Somebody builds like a turret trap, and you like fucking, you die and you lose stuff. Maybe not your character, but you lose stuff, or you lose just progress. I just could see it being so annoying, you know? Just in a way that NPCs can't be. But I don't know.
emerge together.
Oh my god, could you imagine voice chat?
As you venture out into this new American frontier, some of your fellow
bad.
survivors may
I don't
not
want a bunch
be
of 12-year-olds
neighborly.
yelling at me while I'm trying to immerse myself in the world. Alright, let's look at this. Under attack. You get caps for killing people. Or at least people maybe with a bounty? Oh, jeez. See, this is what really concerned me. If you remember, this, I'm like, PvP? I don't know, Bethesda. Can you do that? Like, I could see, like, imagine this scene, but, like, with the, like, really high-pitched screaming of, like, you know, like a 12-year-old over it. Or just, like, really just, like, tons of racist shit. But, like, I'm just kind of concerned about PvP, just overall, because they're just so... Bethesda games are so jank, you know? But, it could be cool as fuck. I don't know. I'm just concerned. It's a concern I have. That's all. God, I can't believe this is... Look at the quality. What the fuck? I'm trying to make this good, but it's just... It's like shit. I'm sorry. They must have been watching this in, like, really low resolution. So, you can injure someone near death and then talk shit to them. How fun is that going to be? Press 1 if you're excited to be griefed by someone and then have them scream racist shit at you before you die. Press 1 if you find that immersive.
Chin
the
up
gameplay
there,
doesn't look
sport.
bad, though.
Not all Vault 76 dwellers will be so hostile. Find them and brave the new world together.
I can start a Koopas Legion? That's a good idea. Gosh, could you imagine ruining the game for other players?
Whether you choose to explore the wasteland alone or with friends, your days will be filled with fun activities.
You can run like a rabbit.
So there's your group, I guess. This kind of does remind me of, like, Destiny or something like that. I mean, that's not, like, so bad. Really, I think some people are definitely really excited for this. I can't say that that's necessarily, I don't know. You know, Borderlands. Those, I don't know if those are players or raiders. Okay, so there's clearly, like, monster NPCs. I wonder if you can spot, like, a human NPC. Super mutants. I could see, this is the part where I'm like, you know, I'm kind of into this. Like, this could be really fun. It's not going to be another really, like, a Fallout game, but it's a deviation that might be fun. It looks like so much better than it could have ended up being, I guess, but... Interesting. Are those enemies? Yeah, and then you're just fighting, like, enemies in different areas. You know, it might just be that. So, we are getting NPCs. How do you know? I know there's an overseer, apparently. Oh, that's cool. Cool area. Yeah, I could see this being pretty fun, actually. We could rotate out subs or something. Something like that. Ah, you can emote too. Yeah. There are parts that I like about this. But, a lot of monster killing, it seems like. Go to a place and kill a monster. Build a settlement. It's not that different from the base game. I can't say the story was my favorite part of Fallout 4. See, like, that part was definitely the coolest part that I have seen.
Previous Fallouts, you can play this
the
game
PvP
solo
concerns me,
and
though.
quest. But the easiest...
Solo and quest, though. But what does solo mean, man? It's driving me insane! What does it mean? What does solo mean
way
to
to
him?
survive in the wasteland is to team up and build together. And in this one, you can build wherever you want. And you can also then move that to wherever you want.
You can build wherever you want. That's very cool. Very cool, very cool. I wonder how respawns work.
After thermonuclear war, man's towering industrial marvels may no longer stretch to the heavens. What separates man from beast? It is his desire to build. Get started with camps. The construction and assembly mobile platform. Construct your home of the future.
Constructing it takes cap. I wonder. Wow. So yeah, there's like, this looks like very much like there's this home builder mod.
With your home secure, you can now craft handmade ordnance at your leisure to
But
give
that's
your
cool. Like you can just like take a circle and
touch.
basically put it anywhere.
It falls on you and the ingenuity of your fellows to rebuild the America we hold dear.
How many can you do? And then wait a minute. So here's the thing that I was concerned about. So like I think maybe he says something about this after the fact, but like, does this disappear once you move servers or something? You know?
But don't become too attached too quickly.
Don't become too attached too quickly.
Monitor your environment for anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Just attacking. This could be fun.
Tomorrow may undergo certain challenges.
I could definitely see the game being fun.
After a crisis, work with your neighbors to ensure success. There's no
again, I love the monster design.
Wasteland.
Really fucked up and awesome.
Document your adventures.
So there's a selfie stick.
Your memories will shape the new.
He says you can quest, not play quests. Typically, questing is an MMO phrase referring to hunting creatures and collecting items, not RPG quests. That's why I'm worried. That's a good observation,
American
Chris.
Dream. What's that sound? Oh dear.
Could you imagine if there are loot crates? Then we know why this game is designed.
There goes the neighborhood.
Hopefully not. Stages of acceptance. I don't know. I mean, people seem to be very pissed off that I'm concerned about the fact that it's gonna not really be like the other games that I like. You know? Yeah, it's different. That's clear. But this seems to be like similar enough that I'm not like the design of the game. So I guess in a way it's almost like part of Fallout 4's gameplay and then with people. So like part of it being exploring, killing people, settlement building, except possibly expanded, and then also mobile, like you can move settlement or whatever, do it in different places. And yeah,
Yeah, we love dynamic game systems. So we thought, why don't we put multiple nuclear missile sites on the map?
Oh my God, this part.
And then let all of you Do whatever you want with them.
This is where, like, the slow-paced gaming style that I think probably a lot of people like may not find its way into this game. Because, again, we are still talking about the solo versus single player. So, and also if it is, and if there aren't NPCs in the world and you play it like without anyone else, then it kind of probably will not be a very full game, even if you can. Will it even be worth it when all the quests are killing enemies? And again, I know, we don't know what the game is going to be yet. You should not feel really negative about it or really positive about it until it's actually, like, freaking released, you know? So, yeah. This is just skepticism. We're just discussing this. We don't know. You don't know. We'll see, you know?
Today's episode, Atomics for Peace. When you emerge from the comfort and safety of your vault, the world you know will have changed.
I'm way more excited for all the
friendly
shows,
old
obviously.
neighbor Johnny. Rather than coming over to borrow a cup of sugar, he may now be coming over for murder. The time has come to seek out greater means of protection. Nuclear armaments.
Those look like different areas.
That's right. Courtesy of your Uncle Sam, these wonders of the atomic age can be found right in your own backyard. But how does a fella like you acquire nuclear weapons, you may ask?
The fucking animations. Fallout's sense of humor is pretty funny. I guess I don't know. I don't know, man. This seems actually to have a very heavy emphasis on PvP. Is what it seems like. Based on what they've shown us, it seems like you fight monsters, you build settlements, and then there's PvP, and those are like the three major parts of the game.
Begin by inquiring with the locals. Gently coax them into cooperation. Use
Also,
a
why
little
would you?
elbow grease if you have to.
I wonder what you get. More caps, maybe? I don't know.
In the likely event you don't acquire a full code on your own, do not give up. Search for others who might be harboring a grudge. You'll have that nuclear launch code in no time. With the power of the atom at your fingertips.
That frame rate. I saw earlier. I commented on it. Is that in my head,
Search for
guys?
others who might be harboring a grudge.
Tell me if this is in my head.
You'll have that nuclear launch code
Watch this
in
frame rate
no
coming
time.
up.
With the power of...
Oof. 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 Oh, that's bad, dude. That's not good. In your fucking unmodded game.
You'll have that...
On your fucking Ultra PC,
nuclear
probably.
launch code in no time.
Like, watch this. And by the way, I saw this on the live stream too. So this is a video, but I'm pretty sure I saw it. Ooh, that's so bad. Oh, you see that guy? Oh no, that's not good for PvP, guys. That's not good. That's no bueno for PvP.
With the power of the atom at your fingertips.
It could just be poor rendering
be
or something.
responsible and consider your target carefully.
Concerned.
Attention.
Could just be a bad video they used. And then you shoot nukes, I guess. I'm just not into the PvP aspect that much. It could be really fun, but I don't know. I'm trying to be more positive.
Will your bomb land on a rival
I
camp
guess.
of degenerates? A random stranger? The local wildlife? Whatever your target may be, take advantage of the resulting fallout to gather rare
That
and
adds
valuable
more to the
resources.
game, I guess. More stuff to do, which is figure out how to get a nuke. Do the things you need to do to get them. A lot more monster
Yet
fighting.
These rewards don't come
Looks
without
fun.
risk.
It does seem like
The
PvP
fate
is
of this
really
new world is your
not PvP is not only a part of the game. It seems like a particularly incentivized part of the game. Like that's how you progress to kill other players. Which, PvP on itself isn't bad. I play Overwatch a lot. I really like that game. I just don't know how that translates to like a RPG like this. You know what I mean? Especially one with a frame rate like that.
yours to command with the power of the atom.
I don't know. I think I'm just skeptical as fuck. I'm gonna need to see the game being played. I'll probably buy it, and give you guys my perspective on it. And you'll all be like, kill yourself. You're too negative, like, today. But, fuck it. I'm gonna be honest. I don't do ads. I don't want to just get on a hype train because that's what everyone else is doing. Although I am shitting myself over Elder Scrolls because it's my favorite franchise ever. So that is not fucking fake, though. Completely how I feel.
We know you've played a lot of our games and a lot of online games, but this one really is unique. We have built a platform.
I remember people wanting this, like,
100%
when Fallout 3 was a game.
Dedicated servers.
New.
That will support this game now and for years to come. And look, we know this is new for all of you. It's new for us. It's a little bit scary.
It's unstained by.
And to that end, we're going to need your help.
We're going to need your pre-orders. Press 1 if you know what it means.
We are going to have a beta. And
Should
it
be
is
interesting to
sponsored by
actually
our
get
friends
my
at
hands on the game
Vault-Tec
before
as
paying
well.
for it. Or
The
you have to
Bring It
pay
Early
for it.
test application. Because evidently, these online games are hard. They can have some nasty issues.
I'm not sure if the beta will be only for people who pre-order or not. But one way or another, it's good that they're doing it.
I did.
Yeah.
I read it on the internet, so it's true.
And it's November, man. That's crazy. That's so
sometimes
soon.
It doesn't just work. Anyway, we know together that we are
so
going
sad
to
about
build
the mods
something
thing, man.
really special.
Bad feeling
And
about
we
that.
also know that all of you love our special editions, and we have an awesome collector's edition for you. It starts
On the Bethesda website, it confirms that beta is for pre-ordering. Thank you, Fenny. Appreciate that. There you go. So, I'll pre-order it then, guys. You guys will see beta gameplay on the Twitch channel. Twitch.tv/Kubits. You'll see it.
with a map of the world.
And we'll decide
that glows
how we
in
feel
the
about it
fucking
then,
dark.
I guess.
And
I'm not buying
that's
your
right.
fucking poster, Todd.
So
I'm not
cool.
buying your poster, man.
It comes
Do
with
they allow you to
figures
stream it? Oh, yeah, totally. I think so. I mean, like, that's usually the way that the betas work. Unless it's a really, like, a very secretive closed beta, I imagine. I've seen betas of tons of games be streamed,
put on the map.
But yeah, sure, I'll buy it.
And it also comes with a Fallout collectible
Wait, buy the poster? Is that what you mean? The game or the poster?
that really I've always wanted, so we made them for everybody to buy, and here it is.
I do like the monster designs. I will be real about that. Love it a lot. Actually, it'll be interesting to see. I would need to rewatch some of this stuff to really get more of an idea of, like, what the monsters, like, battling kind of are. But if they're, like, distinctively different, then that could be kind of fun to, like, take down a monster with other people.
Straighten up and fly right.
Just trying to think positive.
Straighten up and fly right. Cool
$300
down,
for a plastic
Papa, don't
helmet.
you blow your top.
You think it's fucking... You're getting too much sex? Give us your money, and we'll fix that problem for you. You'll never have sex again.
Diving. What's the use of diving? Cool down, Papa, don't you
Just buy
blow
our
your
fucking
top.
overpriced plastic helmet. Press 1 if you're excited to pay $200 not to bang ever again.
Yes, all of this, the Fallout 76 Power
It looks
Armor
kind of
Edition.
cool. I wouldn't.
So you're probably
buy
wondering,
it.
when is this game
I don't
coming
like
out?
plastic stuff that much. I don't really have
We're
any
excited
like
to
of that
say
kind of thing around.
That it's coming out this year, November 14th. Thanks again for all your support of Fallout. It's been 10 years since Fallout 3, our very first one. And it's been an incredible journey with all of you. We do have another Fallout anniversary that we are celebrating here at E3.
You're talking about Shelter. Anyway, so I think that's it. Do we have any other thoughts? Do you guys have any other thoughts? Any topics specifically you want to talk about before ending this? I guess I just like single player games that are open world. You know, my kind of favorite multiplayer games typically they're like either competitive kind of like fighting games or shooters where it's kind of like a pretty only that kind of thing kind of game, you know. And then full on MMOs where you have like hundreds and hundreds of people around, which I just don't like. You know, that it just wouldn't even retain the same type of game, you know. Private servers? That could be interesting. It seems like they said that there will be servers and they'll be supported and you won't even be able to tell what server you're on or something like that. So maybe it is just like kind of you're placed into whatever server supports you best and then match up with people probably nearby. Because that's usually how they do that sort of automatic shit, right? But you can group up with friends. You want to see the Elder Scrolls 6 trailer again? But yeah. I mean, I guess that's how I feel. Maybe it's not happy, positive enough for the internet, but that's, you know, that's my honest opinion. I think that it's probably going to be fun. Probably. It could either be a fucking disaster, or it's probably going to be fun. I'm sad that it seems to be online only, and that probably means that the modding is going to be a lot more limited. God forbid if Elder Scrolls Online, or the next Elder Scrolls is like this, and like online, and it's not like a slower paced in some areas kind of RPG kind of thing. There's just some kind of beauty to exploring a open world that has NPCs here and there that are all designed. They're all designed to interact with you. And it's like almost an untouched world. And like you can just go around meeting different characters and all of the interesting shit happens when you're there. However, I feel like this seems to have potential, but I see a lot of potential issues with it too. And it's not probably going to be what people... It actually, I think the Kotaku leak is pretty accurate. We'll have to see more though. Like, I wonder what the survival elements really mean. I wonder how much PvP really means in the game. And just generally, what's the questing like, you know? Do you only get quests from an overseer, or do you find quests in the world? And if you do, are those quests delivered by NPCs? Do things happen? Like, or is it mainly like a Monster Hunter kind of thing, like where you just go and fight things? Yeah. How about this, chat? Press 1 if you are pre-ordering this game and you're excited for it. Press 2 if you're probably not that interested. And keep in mind, like, this is a fucking... I play Fallout all the time on this stream. Wow, that's way more negative than I expected, actually. Interesting. Interesting. Just the helmet. Just the helmet. Okay. All right. So kind of mixed. Yeah. It's they're doing something different. I just really like the genre, the way that it focuses on the single player kind of experience. You're just not going to be able to recreate that. You just can't recreate that. You can't walk up to Diamond City and see Piper having an argument with the guy inside in a multiplayer game, you know? Piper's gonna be fucking dead, stripped naked on the fucking ground, and the guy inside is probably just gonna be some fucking player character, like actually other players shouting like obscene shit at you. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, I like to take my time to perfectly place the little bobbleheads, and then you're just gonna get nuked. You know what I'm saying? It's just not the same. And it can be fun, it's just not the same. And it's probably not going to be the same. Yeah. Part of the fun is, like, going out and exploring places you know is going to have shit going on in it. And, I don't know. It's just not... It can't be the same. It just can't be. And it might be a good multiplayer game, but it's just not going to be, like, what we come to expect typically. You know? So, sad. Press F to pay respects if you were hoping this game would be an RPG. I'm glad they have progression. Obviously, I said that earlier. Very concerned about the mods. Don't have much to say about it now. We're going to see that play out. But yeah. The map size is nice, but again, the thing about that though. Okay, I want to talk about that, right? Again, I'm being a negative Nancy, right? But like, if it's 4 times the size, that's obviously good for if you're going to have a lot of people. But what that really means is there aren't NPCs, which it kind of seems like that might not happen, then they're not going to be filled with like random shit happening. It's just mainly space with monsters in it. And the monsters are cool, and that can be kind of nice when you're exploring with other people, but I don't think it's just going to manifest in the same way that Fallout 4 is. Like, another thing that I want to point out is that this whole thing is an advertisement. Like, we're all talking about an advertisement right now. They're trying to make things look as the best that they can, and like, I think that going into an advertisement with skepticism is the right way to absorb it, frankly, because it's literally a warped way of trying to present something to you. And I know that sounds hilarious given the fact that I fucking screamed my head off watching the Elder Scrolls trailer. But, we'll see when they start to actually reveal things. It's my favorite franchise. I'm irrational when it comes to Elder Scrolls. You do have to pay for the beta, apparently. You have to pre-order the game. Hacking kind of ruined Battlefield 1. I mean, that would be really wild, too. If there was hacking in this game, then it'd just be awful. Awful. I'm sure it'd be awful. Especially if solo means you just don't group up and it means you're around a bunch of players. That would be so terrible. That would be awful. Plus the possible bugginess. Concern City, man. That's what solo means. Okay. People were saying that's not what solo means. People are saying that's what solo means. I don't know. I'm not an expert. And clearly for mods, you can't have Horizon or whatever. You can't have Horizon, you know what I mean? You probably can't have something like Sim Settlements either. That's probably never going to happen. These kinds of huge mods I love, they're not going to happen. They can't. There's no way that they're going to be able to make something like Horizon. And that's something I've enjoyed a lot, I could see them maybe implementing some kind of creation kit thing where it's like, oh, you can pay money to have a different color Pip-Boy than someone else, which is basically like skins, and that's yeah, I don't know. So funny talking about talking about goddamn what's it? Elder Scrolls in chat. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else I have to say about it, guys. What else do you think I should say about it before I end this? I guess I'm not as disappointed as I could have been. It's not a battle royale, but it seems to have PvP, which I just don't know how they're going to make it work. It could be fun, but how much investment do you want to put into a buggy game that has hacking or something? Worst case scenario. Yeah, I think waiting for the beta is a very good idea. Could be really addictive, could get really into it, Could have a lot of replayability, you don't know. Could be a mess, don't know. If I was not a streamer and if I was not a person who does YouTube, I wouldn't pre-order it. I would wait. Probably past release, even. To see how people feel. And unless there's a lot of hype right off the bat saying this game is ridiculously fun in the first week, I probably wouldn't get it for a little bit, Probably get it eventually, just saying. That's my feeling. But because I do stream and because I do YouTube, I'm probably going to get the pre-order, and I wouldn't otherwise, because I need to see how this game plays out before I really say that it's something that I think will be worth my time. But yeah, of course, you can check out my streams, and whenever the beta comes out, and if we can stream it, then I'll stream it. You know? And you guys can see what it's like based on that. So, thank you. Yeah. So anyway, that's my feeling, and, you know, some people are really excited, and that's fair. That's what they always wanted. They always wanted Fallout to be multiplayer. I'm not one of those people, so I'm kind of still in like a lukewarm phase about it, want to see what happens with it. And I'm just shitting myself over Elder Scrolls still, so there you go. And just to say it again, you know, my negativity is based in a life lived where I've gotten really fucking excited for games and they've totally let me down. And it makes me very skeptical whenever you're being shown an advertisement to take it at face value, to take it in the most positive light. And I'd rather be honest than just be hyping something up because that's the climate, you know? And if that means that people are going to hate on me, which they do, then so be it. So be it!